The Fall Guy, now weeknights at 10:30 on KCTV 5, Kansas City.
We're going to give you a real cold forecast tonight at 10. Real cold.
One of two suspects wanted for a recent crime spree is in jail. The story at 10.
Dealer.
Good evening. Police have arrested a Kansas City youth for the murder of 31-year-old David Sheldon. Sheldon from Columbia was shot in a robbery at the Drury Inn on Interstate 70 in Blue Ridge Tuesday. Police say the suspect may be tied to numerous other crimes in the area.
Divers searched two cars dumped at the bottom of the Little Blue River today. At first, it was thought a body might be in one of them, but both turned out to be empty. We'll have more coming up tonight on Kansas City's News at 10.
Some bad stuff in college basketball today. We'll show it to you.
John Travolta in Urban Cowboy, the Saturday movie at 10:30 on TV5. KCTV 5 covers the Plaza Lighting Ceremony Thursday at 8.
The Chiefs couldn't look much worse than they did today. We'll show you at 10.
We'll have a comfortable weather forecast for you tonight at 10.
Meet Jamail. He's a really great kid. He's also one of thousands of Kansas Cityans who are homeless and will need help this winter. You can help Jamail and hundreds of other Kansas Cityans this winter when you tune in the KCTV 5 Kansas City Star Project Warmth Telethon on Thanksgiving Eve at 8 p.m. We'll show you the enormity of the problem and highlight ways you can lend a neighbor some assistance. That's Wednesday night, Thanksgiving Eve at 8, here on KCTV 5, the TV5 Kansas City Star Project Warmth Telethon.
How you can help warm up some Kansas Cityans tonight at 10.
The espionage scandal in Moscow widens. The story at 10.
South Central Missouri lawmen think they may have spotted convicted killer John Brown. The story at 10.
Answers and questions on Jeopardy, weekdays at 4:30 on TV5.
Hello, I'm Stan Carmack.
And I'm Lily Bliss. Tomorrow at noon, we'll show you new ways to cook with your microwave.
And we'll tell you all about how you can help with Project Warmth.
Join us Wednesday at noon.
This is CBS. Good evening, I'm Wendell Anschutz.
And I'm Ann Peterson.
Tonight on Kansas City's News at 10, police say a fired construction worker took revenge on his boss with tragic results.
Cuban inmates say they'll die rather than be deported.
And the holiday season is officially underway, at least in Kansas City, Kansas. We'll show you next on Kansas City's News at 10.
Hi, I'm Fred Broski, your host for Lotto News. But before I announce tonight's winning numbers, we're going to play Lotto Plus 5, and here's how the game works. First, I'll draw 5 tickets from our drum. Then during our newscast, we'll call the owner of each ticket in the order that they were drawn until we have a winner. And to win tonight's prize of $555.55, you must answer your phone by saying, "I'm watching Kansas City's News on TV5." Now, if we have no winner, the cash prize for next week's show will be $1,055.55. If you'd like to play, just send us a losing lotto ticket or a postcard each week to this address. Be sure to include your name, address, and phone number. Remember, you must include your phone number to be eligible to play. Only one entry per household will be accepted each week, and you must be at least 18 years old. We'll be announcing tonight's Plus 5 winner within our newscast, but first, tonight's winning lotto numbers. This is Lotto News with the 6 winning numbers for Saturday, April 11th. Hi, I'm Fred Broski, your host for Lotto News. Tonight's grand prize is worth an estimated $1 million to a single winner and is won by matching the 6 numbers drawn in any order with the numbers on your lotto ticket. Now, if 2 or more players pick the 6 winning numbers, they'll share the grand prize equally according to lottery rules. Here we go.
Good evening and welcome to the KCTV 5 Movie of the Week presentation. Tonight, a great comedy centering on a poker game in the Old West with a great roster of character actors, including John Quallen and Paul Ford. Henry Fonda, Joanne Woodward, and Jason Robard star in A Big Hand for the Little Lady. The TV5 Movie of the Week is brought to you in part by Adams Toyota in Raytown, where you can still get 2 cars for the price of 1. Ask for your free diamond necklace with your test drive at Adams Toyota in Raytown. You've helped make Kansas City's news #1 at noon, 5, 6, and 10. KCTV 5, you've made us Kansas City's news.
You're watching KCTV 5, Kansas City's satellite news station, offering exclusive closed-caption newscasts for the hearing impaired.
Good evening. You'll want to get an early start to work tomorrow. We're expecting some major snowfall, possibly 6 to 12 inches. We'll have details coming up on Kansas City's late news.
Also, a report on Drunken Driving Awareness Week in Missouri. We'll examine why your chances of getting hit by a drunken driver are better during the holidays than at any other time of the year. And we'll have reaction from the widow of slain trooper Russell Harper on the death sentence given to Glenn and Sweet. All coming up tonight at 10.
Wheel of Fortune, Monday through Saturday at 6:30 on KCTV 5, Kansas City.
Good evening. This is Newsbreak. A Kansas City police officer attempted to stop a reported reckless driver north of the river today. The suspect sped away. When the officer finally caught up with him, a brief gun battle occurred, but neither party was struck. The suspect is taken into custody.
An electrical short is blamed for a fire that destroyed the house at 4600 block of North Oakley this afternoon. 3 people were home when the fire broke out, but everyone got out safely. The loss estimated $80,000.
Join us at 10 for these stories and Lotto results.
The emotional issue of divorce, a special report for kids' sake on TV5.
Hi, I'm Don Fortune, here with my good friends from the Comets, Dale Mitchell and Dave Boncheck. And we're preparing the most important meal of the day, breakfast.
We're all members of the Breakfast Club, and we'd like to invite you kids to join us for breakfast on February 27th at Kemper Arena.
In addition to a nutritious meal, here are just a few of the items you receive as a member of the Breakfast Club.
So have breakfast with the champions. Join the Breakfast Club. Call 421-7770 for kids' sake.
I'm Phil Jones with TV5 Editorial. A nationally known high school principal in New Jersey is under fire for being too tough. Principal Joe Clark is known for prowling the halls with a bullhorn, forcing students to behave and get to class on time. He demands to be called Mr. Clark and expel students who are chronic failures. But the school board there wants to get rid of him. The Secretary of Education, William Bennett, rallied to his defense, saying school districts often don't like crusading principals. He said principals should have more power, and we agree. The people downtown just can't be as familiar as principals are with what's going on in the classrooms. Principals should be given more room to do what they think is right for their schools. Every school and student body are different, and they can't all be managed the same way. The power should be given back to the principals. We'd like to hear your opinions as well. I'm Phil Jones with TV5 Editorial. Sometimes you have to wonder what we're teaching our kids in athletics. The issue comes up because of a recent incident after a Blue Springs William Crispin basketball game. After the buzzer sounded, a William Crispin player went to the Blue Springs bench and allegedly slugged a Blue Springs player. The injuries required oral surgery. The William Crispin boy was kicked off the team and was later arrested for assault. He'll have his day in court. Violence seems to be a growing problem in sports, even at the high school level, and it should make all of us question what we've done to our young athletes. Isn't it sad that winning and losing seems to have become more important than how the game is played? Whether we're parents, coaches, or fans, we have to reevaluate what we're trying to accomplish. High school games should never end in violence or in the courts. We'd like to hear your thoughts as well.
The team that always takes you one step further, KCTV 5.
Hi, I'm Fred Broski.
And I'm Terry Messner.
And here with us is Tim Gibbs, who won $25,000 last Saturday night on Kansas Lottery Live.
Tim, how does it feel to be a winner with the Kansas Lottery?
It feels great.
Don't miss Kansas Lottery Live Saturday night at 6:30 on this Kansas CBS Lottery station.
The newest game in town is Kansas Lottery Live every Saturday night at 6:30 right here on KCTV 5. Don't miss it on TV5, your lottery station.
Kansas City's best news stories might be in your own backyard. That's why every Friday, KCTV5 and Wendell Anschutz meet the people who call their neighborhood home. Wendell takes an in-depth look into its history, and he introduces you to unique personalities. Watch In Your Neighborhood this Friday and see if Kansas City's best news stories aren't in your own backyard. Kansas City's news on KCTV5. We always take you one step further.
This child star became ambassador to Ghana.
What?
Who is Shirley Temple? Audio Daily Double. They sang, "Time is on my side."
The Rolling Stones. What are you guys doing?
We're speaking Jeopardy.
Oh, excuse me, I never took a foreign language.
No, it's Jeopardy, like on the game show.
Oh, then I've got one. She's short, not a real blonde, and she hasn't had a date in 3 months.
Who is Nancy?
Answers and questions on Jeopardy, weekdays at 4:30 on TV5.
Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 6:30 here on KCTV5 Kansas City. Catch up on all the action with Sports Extra. Join Don Fortune for the most comprehensive wrap-up of the week in sports. Sunday at 10:30, only on KCTV5, where we always take you one step further.
Inside Kansas City's #1 television station is the most powerful weather forecasting system in the two-state area, incorporating sensitive radar with the highest detail in satellite imaging. It's Storm Track 5, giving you the clearest picture of storms on the move. And it's coupled with the most important forecasting tool of all, meteorologist Mike Thompson. Storm Track 5 and Mike Thompson together to give you the clearest weather picture in Kansas City, only on KCTV5, where we always take you one step further.